What is up, folks? Briston Gaming back with another episode of Valheim Mods Weekly, the show where we'll help you figure out what mods are good for you. And this week, as you can see, we have a easy little week. Not a whole lot we're going to cover, but we do have some interesting stuff to go over. But before we jump on anything, I want to take a second to say thank you to everybody who has liked or subscribed on the content, because it has helped out, and it does mean a whole bunch to me to see good comments or, hey, do this or do that. I like it a lot. So thank you guys. I really appreciate it. But now, we're going to go ahead and jump into our first mod. And our first mod is called Compass. And as you see here at the top of the screen, we actually have a compass telling us where stuff is. And this is just a super good mod, especially if you're playing with friends. And you can be like, oh, I'm east, I'm west, I'm north, instead of them having to go, okay, and pull up the map and look, or look down at the mini map. They actually have a easier representation up here. But also, as you see, it has a little death marker. It has the bed. So this is cool. So if I run far back this way, this mod still keeps the, you see how the death marker is gone and the bed is getting smaller? That's why I like this mod, because this, in conjunction with the map and other stuff, lets you actually see a little bit easier how close you are to some stuff by how big the icons get. This is a really cool mod. I think Aiden Thor did a good job with this. This is something I think should have been in the game a long time ago, because it's not really obstructive in any way. It doesn't, like, I think this just fits really well, like, with the way that this was done. I think Aiden Thorne did a fantastic job on this, which is why I'm recommending it. It is such a well done mod to be able to see what direction you need to go. And this is really good too for if you're in a boat or you're doing stuff, or you're using some of the other mods like the locate, or not the location, but what's the find the trader and stuff like that, where it's like, hey, he's this many days away to the south or whatever. This helps you navigate a lot better. This interacts a lot with a lot of other mods to just make the game so much better, is what I was trying to think and say. Words are hard. But with that, folks, we're going to go ahead and move on to the next mod. Alright, folks, so our next mod is called Incline Hit Box by Flippy Flip 3, and this is a super cool mod that should have been in the game. Like, this is something that should have been in the game from the start, because what this does is it releases the Y-axis for combat. So when you're standing up on something, you can actually aim down and hit stuff below you. This is probably not the easiest, best demonstration, but let me get up here. We're going to smack this down one. Oh, still too high. Okay, we're going to smack it down one more again. Come on, get up here, damn. We're going to smack it down one more again. There we go. Come on, guy, come here. Didn't quite work out. But it changes, like, you can hit stuff above or below you so long as they're in weapon range. It doesn't increase the weapon range at all, but if the creature you're trying to fight is within range, it lets you attack. So if you've, and this works really good too, because I don't know if people are aware, but like the best base defense is to build just a small ledge around a base. It doesn't even have to be very high. Like, you can take a pick and just go 1, 2, and so long as you break, well, that was a bad example. That was a bad place to set my example. I'm gonna come over here. So we're gonna come right here. So long as you break and keep from, like, this right here, creatures can't go up that. So if that's how it is, like, everywhere, you can easily sit here and then just smack them. But some creatures, you have a hard time hitting them because of how the hitbox works and where the hitbox is on the character. The hitbox on the character is around about chest level. So if you come up to something like this and it's a little bit deeper, you can actually aim down and you can hit the stuff inside it, which is why this is such a good mod. Something that should have been in the game from the beginning, because it's something that is such a pain in the ass. Like, there's been times where I know I've been playing and I've been trying to climb a hill, climb a mountain, or just do something, and there's a freaking creature in a spot that's literally like half a foot above where my character's at, but because the y-axis is not available, it's just the x, I can't freaking aim up to smack them. But with this, you can. As you're trying to do stuff, you can just go smack, smack, smack-a-lack, which, you know, helps a ton in terms of combat. But with that, folks, we're actually going to go ahead and move on to the next one that helps with combat, and this one is called Swap Weapons on the Run by Toasty Wizard. And this is a super cool one because as you're running along, normally you can't run and switch weapon. You have to run, stop, and then switch a weapon. But with this one, you can actually swap your weapons as you run, which is something that should have been done from the beginning. You see, I'm swapping all different kinds of weapons here. I've got everything set up on my mouse, little keybinds, and I'm just swapping through, doing stuff. Like, this is something that should have been there from the beginning because I don't know how many times where I've been playing and I've got these stupid freaking goblins or what the hell ever behind me, and it's pissing me off that I can't get a, I have to run super far away, and then I have to stop, switch my weapon, and then I have to go, okay, now I can take aim. But with this, like, here, I'll show you. So I'm going to put my sword and shield on. And then I'm going to spawn gray dwarf. We're going to do 3 2-stars. Or, so there'll be 1-star, I guess. But now, so you have to run away. Normally, you can't swap weapons as you run away. You just have to run away and then swap weapon. But now with this, I can actually swap weapon as I run, get them in my sights or something, fire off a couple shots like, oh crap. Or as they get close, I can go, okay, and then smack, and then run away and swap weapons again. Like, this is just a super fun combat mod that pairs really well with the previous one, the Incline Hit Box, because it really lets you, like, you can run up on a creature as you fire from a distance, or something's slightly above you, you can run away instead of having to stop, switch weapon, and then come back. You can just switch it on the fly. It's just an easy little combat mechanic that I think is something that should have been in the game from the beginning as well, because it's simple. It makes sense. Like, Toasty Wizard and Flippy Flip did really good with these mods because they fixed stuff that should have been there from the beginning. But with that, folks, we're going to go ahead and move on to the next one. Alright, folks, so our last mod is called Creature and Loot Control by Smooth Brain, and this is a mod that can make the game extremely difficult or extremely easy. And how this mod works is it kind of tweaks and changes the way that creatures spawn in. So you can have a normal wolf, like there was a wolf running around here earlier that doesn't actually spawn in this area because there's no snow around me at all. I don't know where this wolf ran off to. It was like right here. But this mod changes, like, creatures are gonna spawn just randomly wherever, and they can have up to 5 stars. They can be stupid difficult. You can get one shot killed by a death skeeto. You can have fooling berserkers, the little goblin guys, just ridiculously harder than they already are. This mod adds in just a butt ton of stuff. It tweaks the game in such a way that it really does make it like, oh my god, I hate playing this game at times. Like, you can make the bosses already, like, now granted, some of the bosses are stupid easy, like Ichthyr and the Elder and stuff. So long as you're ranged and you run back a little bit, you're not gonna have a big problem fighting those guys. They're not super difficult, but this mod can make them be super freaking difficult. I'm trying to find where that stupid wolf went. It was like right over here. He ran around. I wanted to show you because he was it was a 4-star wolf that just randomly popped up over here, but I don't know where the hell it went. He ran by, and then, like, as soon as he ran by, I started recording and tried to run towards him, but now I can't find him. Makes me kind of sad. But this mod is just, it's difficult to showcase without, like, trying to spawn a bunch of stuff in. But this mod does really change. Like, look at that 3-star neck right there. Normally, you're not going to see a 3-star neck out in the wild. You're going to see a 2-star at most. I've seen 1-stars, 2-stars, stuff like that. Like, this mod really makes things. Look at this freaking 5-star neck right here. And I'm not in God mode. So before we do anything, I'm going to type God because I don't want to die. But look at that. A 5-star neck. Like, that is insane. That is not something you're going to see in normal gameplay. That's why I like this, because just even something as simple as a neck, like something everyone starts farming on day one, is just insane. Like, it has like a chance to just wreck your freaking day and just piss you off. Like, okay, I'll go out of God mode. So I'll take us out of God mode and let's see Let's see how much damage this 3-star neck over here, if it's still here, does. Where's that 3-star neck? Was this it? Nope, that's a 1-star. That's a regular. Where'd that 3-star neck go? Was this it? Yeah. Here's the 3-star neck. Let's see how much damage this does. Okay, not a whole bunch. But when you're first starting out, that can ruin your day. I've got really good armor on, and the mods that I'm using with the legendary stuff like makes this thing give stupid amounts of armor. So like normal gameplay, those necks like that, a 3 or 4 or 5-star neck is gonna destroy you. And it does the same thing with deer. It can spawn in deer at 5 stars. So it's like, what the crap? So you're gonna have a hard time killing stuff, have a hard time hunting food. Like this it really ups the difficulty on the game. And like I like the game for the simple exploration aspect. Like a lot of people love it because of the building. Like, and don't get me wrong, like you've seen my video on the how the building and stuff works with build share. I can't build like that. I'm not that creative. So I just load something in with build share, let that be my base, and then I just go out and I explore because there's so much to explore. Like this over here, this is the extent pretty much of my creativity. Like how the minimum footprint I have to just get crap loaded in. Here's a wolf. A little 2-star wolf. Are you? Okay. It's being tamed. I don't know why there's a wolf there. I don't think that's the same wolf. But anyway, like I was saying, like this is the extent pretty much of how I build stuff. I'm not a good builder, but I love the exploring of this. I love how the game looks. I like getting in the boat and just sailing around. Half my screenshots and stuff for this game are from just being in the boat and just sailing around, having a blast, just chilling. The music when you're on the boat is just relaxing as hell. It's just super fun. But this mod can make you curse the game, curse yourself, curse everything in existence, because you could be out on the boat and run across a 5-star freaking sea dragon and the wind's against you and you can't get away. Like this mod is no joke gonna make you like really love the game a whole bunch more. If you're like me and you like the exploration and the combat and just the doing other stuff, this mod is really gonna just it's gonna pull you in, it's gonna grab you by the haunches, and it's gonna keep you entertained, and it's gonna keep you coming back for more punishment. But it's also extremely customizable, so you can alter the loot that stuff drops. You can alter the levels of how they spawn and things like that. You can, like I said, you can make it easy, you can make it hard, you can leave it at default, which is where I've got it, and everything is just kind of fun, enjoyable, really engaging, and you never know what's going to happen because sometimes you're going to run across a camp that's going to respawn. There's so much with this mod that it's just really difficult to just compress into a 5-10 minute little video about it. This was a really well done mod by Smooth Brain. Like, just it was really well done is all I can say. Like I could keep gushing on, I could fangirl over this, and I know a lot of people are gonna be like, dude, come on, man, it's been like 10 minutes, you don't need to go over that much. But no, really, like, check this mod out, do yourself a favor, check it out, and just run around the world for an hour. Just go explore, do something, and you'll see what this mod adds in. It takes otherwise trivial mobs and makes them kind of a pain in the ass. Like, it really does. It does a really good job of upping the difficulty scale and just making the game more enjoyable. At least to me it does. But with that, folks, we are done for the week. Make sure you like, subscribe, drop a comment down below, let me know what you think. Have fun, and we'll see you next time.